Chapter 6. The Writer's Resurrection. The newspaper boy's name was Sunil. Rajesh discovered later. Barely 16, with calloused hands and dreams of studying engineering, he had been throwing papers with mechanical precision since before dawn, navigating the fog-shrouded streets with the confidence of someone who had learned to see with his heart rather than his eyes. He would never knew that his morning routine had saved a life, that his casual skill had deflected a bullet meant for a poet's brain. Rajesh returned to his room with the newspaper clutched against his chest like sacred scripture. The manuscripts still sat in their accusatory piles, but they no longer looked like tombstones, they looked like seeds, dormant perhaps, but not dead. He had mistaken editorial rejection for universal condemnation, had confused the preferences of a few gatekeepers with the judgment of eternity itself. He sat at his desk and opened his journal to a fresh page. The words came slowly at first. Like blood returning to a limb that had gone numb, but then faster, rushing from his pain like water from a broken dam. The eaters are not my enemies, they are gardeners tending their particular plots, accepting only the flowers that suit their vision, but I am not a flower to be cultivated. I am a tree that grows wild, reaching toward whatever light I can find. My rejection by one gardener does not mean I am unworthy of soil. The fog had lifted entirely, now revealing a city that buzzed with life and possibility. From his window he could see vendors setting up their stalls, children walking to school with bright satchels on their backs, office workers emerging from the metro station like ants from their underground tunnels. All of them had been touched by rejection at some point of time in their lives, yet all of them continued to wake each morning and try again. He picked up his pen and began writing a new story, not for any magazine or editor, but for the simple joy of watching words arrange themselves into meaning. The story was about a fog that lifted to reveal not death but life. Life in all its stubborn, beautiful persistence. As he wrote, he could hear Sunil in the distance calling out the morning's headlines, his voice clear and strong in the crystal air that followed the fog's retreat. The pistol remained on the balcony floor, forgotten and powerless. Rajesh Mahajan, failed writer, had died that morning in the fog. But from his ashes rose someone new, not necessarily a successful writer, but a writer nonetheless, dedicated to the craft, not for recognition, but for the sacred act of bearing witness to the world through words. The magazines could reject him 1,000 times more, but they could not again kill him. He had already died once and chooses to live again. The newspaper lay open beside him, Sunil's accidental gifts, its pages rustling softly in the breeze that swept the last wisp of fog from the Delhi sky.